Hey, what's happening? It's been a long time. It's been like over 3 months since my last video. Work and life's gotten busy, but I'm back at it. Hopefully, gonna post some videos over the holidays, and this is the first one I decided to do. And it's all about after watching the World Series with Freddie Freeman with that grand slam, game-winning home run in Game One. I decided to, hey, why don't I try and find as many baseball cards that represent big moments in postseason history? So that's what I decided to do, and I mailed away for some cards. And this is the first one that arrived. Is 1975 Carlton Fisk, although the card was not from 1975. This is from Roy Halladay's no-hitter in the 2010 Phillies World Series. My boy Roy Halladay. Here is Kirby Puckett, Minnesota Twins 1991 World Series. Yeah, he had a game-winning hit in Game 6. Home run, I think it was in the 10th inning. Edgar Renteria, 1997, for the then Florida Marlins. Had a big game-winning hit in Game 7 in extra innings. Then we had the shot heard around the world. Bobby Thompson hit I forget which game it was, but hit a big home run. Of course, there's a big right up there in the back. And it's coined the shot heard around the world. And there's the direction the home run ball took. And then who could forget Bill Mazeroski's Game 7 game-winning home run, 1960, I believe. Of course, I was not alive back then, but nice-looking card there from Upper Deck, I believe it's from. And this card I had in my collection, of course, Jose Bautista. It's not a World Series game-winning hit, but it's a big playoff postseason game-winning hit for the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, the infamous bat flip heard around the world. And then I also had this Reggie Jackson card from 1978. It commemorates the most home runs in one World Series when he was playing for the New York Yankees. So those are the ones I had already, and I went ahead and bought some more online. So we got a whole bunch of envelopes here. I'm going to crack open, cut open, rip open here on the channel and see what other memorable moments from postseason glory I've got. And here is Rick Monday. Los Angeles Dodgers against the Expos. Again, not a World Series game, but at least here in Canada, when the Expos were the only team in town, that was a crushing defeat for the Les Expos. 1981. Second card is going to be folded in this piece of paper with a thank you, and it is, let's see. Oh yes, Kirk Gibson. Besides Freddie Freeman, Kirk Gibson's home run is also quite large in Los Angeles Dodgers lore. Of course, 1988 against Dennis Eckersley, Game 1. Gibson stuns A's with a dramatic home run. This is a subset from Topps, Woolworths. And let's cut open this next envelope and see what I got. I kind of forget half of these cards that I purchased. I didn't purchase a whole lot, but certainly I purchased about 8 or 9. So here is Mookie Wilson, 1986 World Series. That would be Game 6. That's the hit that goes, that dribbler of a ground ball that would go between the legs of Bill Buckner. I looked for a card that had that freeze frame of the ball going between his legs and couldn't find it. There's Ray Knight crossing the plate and Hojo congratulating him. So big hit right there for Mookie Wilson and the Mets, who would go on to win the World Series. Next card. From Basement Treasures, thank you for your purchase. Oh yes, another Bo Sox, but this time they're on the winning side of the game, and that's Kurt Schilling's Bloody Sox game. Schilling fights through the pain. So I'm not too sure if that was Game 2 or Game 3 in the World Series, but there is a close-up of the Bloody Sock where he had a procedure done before the game, and the sutures, the stitches were coming undone. So that was pretty gross. And this card is going to be a little bit tricky to get out, but we will manage to pull it out of the envelope in a second. There it is, wrapped up between two thin pieces of cardboard. Look at my scissors and just clip the tape. Pull it back, and we've got another World Series card. Oh, yes. This is another Gibson and Dennis Eckersley in the same card. So I actually bought two from that memorable home run. I'm not too sure which one I'm going to put in this collection, but probably the one with Eckersley in there too. I'll probably use that card. And the next card is another thank you written on the paper. I got some painter's tape, and here we have 1991, the same World Series that we showed Kirby Puckett. This is MVP Jack Morris, Game 7. 10-inning, 1-0 shutout that he threw. So one of the best pitch games in World Series history. You know, you've got Larson's no-hitter, and you have Halladay's no-hitter, but how about that performance there by Jack Morris, who would go on the next year to sign with Toronto and help Toronto with back-to-back World Series. All right, the next card. Sorry, Yankee fans. This is Luis Gonzalez. His bottom of the ninth, I think, game-winning hit against Mariano Rivera. Walks off the series. I'm sure Yankee fans don't like to remember that, but Arizona fans certainly do. I think this is the last card. Final one. What's it going to be? Is it going to be your team? One of your favorite players? It is. Yes, 1989 World Series, the Bay Series, the lights out at Candlestick Park because of the earthquake that rocked. I think it was just before Game 3. So, yes, October 17th, 1989, the World Series was postponed for quite a few days. Not too sure if it was a whole week, but it certainly was close to a week. And, of course, who could forget that if you were alive and were watching the World Series? You saw that all unfold live on TV. So that's what I picked up for now. I'm going to buy some more of these cards and put together a pretty decent collection, I think, of about 30 cards or so, highlighting postseason, but mostly World Series highlights from the history of baseball. Thanks so much for watching. Please stay tuned for my other videos.